Hello everybody, welcome to the Dead Unicorn. My name is Corey. We are playing Legend of Five Rings. It's Sin of Regret. We're winding down now. This may be the last episode, or maybe next week. I'm not sure. Needless to say, we've got our players here. We have Tarek, we have Crystal, we have Matt, and we have Howard. And they are our beautiful players. I'll be the game master for this. It is Cyber Samurai Saturday. I'd like to thank the patrons scrolling in the upper corner there. Hello, patrons. How are you doing? They are lovely. They are wonderful. And they get to vote for their favorite character, and that character gets a special bonus, which is an instant success on any one role that they want to make. And the winner on the Patreon right now is Marl. Congratulations, Marl. Everybody applaud. If you want to be involved in Dead Unicorn projects, if you want to be involved in just voting, if you want to play board games with us, we love playing board games, go ahead and be a patron and you can do all that. But if you're not, it doesn't matter. We love you anyways. Come, sit down, have a good time watching us play. Or if you're working out or, trying to fall gently asleep to our sultry voices, I understand too. But before you fall asleep, give us a like.
Or you get woken up. If you hate us and you want to grudge watch and just say nasty things in the comments, that's also welcome.
Why would anybody do that?
But you have to watch the whole thing.
In order to comment, you can't.
That seems fair.
And then afterwards, we're just going to announce to you, what you buying?
So, if you find any of this stream funny, if you find any of it poignant, if you find any of it dramatic and awesome, please tell me which part it is by making a comment that says hashtag #DUShorts and the time code. And I'll make it a short, and I'll give you credit. That sounds great. Let's begin the game with a little bit of a recap. Oh, geez. We're in Act 3 now. We're in the final act. You guys went to Twin Blessing Village. The village has had a lot of problems with the kami and with their lord. You have decided to help this village, but they had to run away from a magistrate that wants taxes from them. So you decided to go to the lord in his castle, and you found out that this lord is a rather weak lord that is being manipulated by the people around him.
Damn weak lords.
But he could be cultivated as a stronger lord by the right hands.
You have worked to try and consolidate this lord's power by outing the people trying to dethrone him. And you went so far as one of your party members, Rikyu, swearing allegiance to the Lord, Reiju Jikai. Reiju Jikai then said, Rikyu specifically said he wanted to help the town be prosperous. So Jikai said, great, your first mission is to go out to the town and do exactly what you said you were going to do. And as soon as Rikyu left, they locked the doors and are marshaling the armies inside the castle. So everybody is hurrying back in two groups. I believe Marl and Ayumi are in group 1, and Rikyu and Bashar are in group 2. And
we have that guy with us, the commoner dude.
Oh yeah, and you have Setsuo with you.
Mm-hmm.
So let me readjust this map. I'm gonna put up the map. Why not? Let's have the map.
They let me leave, didn't lock the door inside the war because they're terrified of me. They needed me to be out. It's all about me.
In all honesty, I didn't think that I'd be feeling so nostalgic.
To be honest, it is actually Bashar that they were terrified of. They wanted him to leave. He just happened to be associated with him. Process.
Oh no, Reiju-sensei. How dare Reiju Daihachi-sensei, how dare he be associated with an outsider? Also, wasn't Setsuo with Ayumi and Marl, and it was just Rikyu and I who were...
Because y'all sent
yeah.
forward and y'all went back.
What group had Setsuo?
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine. I don't remember.
Because y'all went back to the castle, remember?
Yes,
and we were
went
supposed to
back to the
continue
castle.
going to the village to try to find out what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Because originally you were going to go by yourself, but then you decided to take Marl with you.
Well, no, Marl
That's right.
decided to go with me.
Yeah.
He,
You were going to take that to back. You were going to go back, but then they wouldn't let us in.
yeah. I was just going to see that Setsuo got here safely, and I was willing to do it. Marl was like, we probably shouldn't let you go by yourself because you're injured. You still have a concussion and like a hole in your head, so maybe I should go with you. And I was like, good thinking, magic dragonfly person, lady.
Yeah, that
Fly
cartoon
away.
Deadpool when he got shot in the head. Or stabbed
Exactly.
in the head.
Exactly.
His brain's regenerating slowly, so he's seeing everything in cartoons.
Morty, this is why you don't help samurai. They will think of you as magic giant bug-eyed dragonflies. Never a compliment.
So let's start out.
Morty, they see the world in a crazy way, Morty. Their ideology, it drives them insane. Morty.
Let's start out with Marl and Ayumi and Setsuo as you come up to the village. It is still dark out. Oh, it's gotten darker, actually. Y'all left in the evening, and now it's like full-on night because it takes like just not long, but it does take a couple hours to get from the city, from the castle to the village.
You merely adopted the darkness. I was
Molded by it.
The first thing you notice is that the village is dark.
That's positive. Well, we knew that that Tsugamasa had mentioned that the villagers had abandoned the village. So I look at Setsu and go, if it's true and the village is abandoned, where do you think the villagers would have retreated to?
They would have retreated to the woods, but I didn't go with them, so I don't know where they are.
They're probably in that same camp that we were in before with them.
In the mountain, or near the mountain.
Near the bend in the river. North of the hot springs.
Okay.
Yeah, near the mountain. Mountains are just north of the stream.
So it's dark. There's no road that goes there, so I need you guys to figure out how to get to the Hermitage.
Okay, I have survival.
Yeah, that's a good skill to have for that.
I'll help you with that, Miss Concussion.
Good, because it's really hard to do in the dark.
Are you trained in survival?
I am.
It's usually a TN2, but the darkness makes it a TN3.
I will use. Can I con the darkness? I'm just playing. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to do something like subsist. I'm feeling a voidy approach.
Okay.
Even though I'm injured in my void, I feel like that's probably the best, most reasonable approach. Just
I would do like I would
direction.
I would recommend like looking at scholar approaches instead of trade approaches.
That's
for
what
here.
I'm thinking.
Recall
Like
survey.
recall
Which is why
the
sense-
previous path we took.
Sense works too for void. I like void.
So,
Void works.
I was gonna say sense. I think works, but I guess I could use analyze if I wanted to like min max it. I could say I'm analyzing the best possible routes, but I don't have a map nor.
So
is
you're
it-
going to use
is it
void,
identifiable?
right? Are you locked in?
Yeah, I'm gonna use void.
Okay, your
which
TN
I'm severely wounded in, so the TN jumps. I'm assuming.
Are you severely wounded in your void?
Yeah. I'm
Why would
severely
you
wounded.
do that?
Because it does, like I said,
So,
I could be
here's the
min-maxing
thing.
and
Here's
say
the
I'm
good
gonna
part and the
analyze
bad
my
part.
way there.
Here's the good
But
part
in
and
the
the
darkness.
Hold on. Here's the good part and the bad part. The good part is
Does it cancel each other
the
out?
TN is reduced by 1 because like that's first off it's like a holy place that you're going to.
Yeah.
So but the problem is severely wounded increases the TN by 3. So now you're at
I
a
thought it
TN.
was 2.
No, by 3. Severely
So-
wounded is bad news bears.
So I'm getting +2 to my TN on top of the +1. So it would be a plus
Yeah.
5. It was total of TN5.
TN5.
Right?
That's correct.
I will spend a void. Here goes ouchies.
You're gonna get us lost. I mean, there's an explosive success there.
The good news is I immediately remove 3 strife because I am enlightened. And this is a survival void check. And that gives me peace. I'm brought peace by us walking into the darkness.
Yes, you
Without
brought them peace
direction.
and love.
Yes.
Kill him. He brings us peace and love.
I get to keep 5 of these dice. So the 3 opportunity without strife, the success with strife, and the explosive success with strife. So I gain 2 strife.
So you need 3 more successes somehow.
On 1 exploder.
Good luck.
No.
Okay. So, I try to lead us as best as I can toward the stream, and apparently we head toward the farms. All right.
Give me a moment. I'm looking at the things that are in the area that you can run into.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I was gonna say I was just making a random funny, like we need to go north or north by northwest.
Oh, wait, north by northwest? Yeah, it's too late. You've already said it. That is the exact direction you need to claim to encounter the dragon. There's a dragon.
Yeah. Well, that's terrifying. I meant like that's where we want to go is north by northwest, but where we actually went was just straight southwest toward the rice paddies, which gets us nowhere
I think you're
close.
metagaming around the dragon. I think that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to avoid it. Actually, what you didn't realize was it's a rice paddy dragon that defends the rice paddies. So,
I just picture
Rice
like the
dragon.
rice paddy stands up and like the rice paddy is like a hat on this dragon.
it is the rice paddy dragon. That's why its head is like a kappa, and so it's just a bowl full of water that the rice paddies can sit on top of. That works.
It just looks like an above ground pool, really, but on his head.
Exactly. Like
You're pretty sure it was the mountains. So you're up here. You've like missed the Hermitage and gone too far. But you don't know that. You're like, oh, it's up in the mountains. It's got to be up here.
Yeah, it was around this area, right?
Yeah. I need.
Sure.
Let me check something real quick. I need to make some rolls. I
You
believe.
hear a echoing, ever louder series of owls, and you see a man with white hair approaching. Oh no!
All right. I apologize, but I gotta do something real quick here. Right. Oh, that's weird. That is definitely weird. Okay.
Weird stuff.
Need to make some rolls. All right. As you guys are wandering, everybody notices that something is stalking you in the shadows, but it's dark and you don't know what it is, but you know something is following you through the trees.
Okay. Can I just
You know which
take
direction
a
it
good
is.
look?
I have keen eyesight. I don't know if that would help me to identify something if I were to go take a look.
Sure. What is read off keen eyesight, or like click on it to put it in the chat there?
Here, I'll just copy paste it. You can spot details of objects at much greater distance than others can. You can pick up on small visual details that others might overlook. In performing a check to see spot details, to see things at a distance, such as an aesthetics water check, to spot a minor detail in an art piece, or martial arts ranged water check to hit a faraway target, you may reroll up to 2 dice.
I'm going to say this because this is more like. I'm going to say this. There is a large animal. You know it's like a 4-legged animal stalking you. Crystal, you're going to just wander on over there?
No, I said I wanted to look.
Oh.
Not I wanted to go
There's
over.
something over there. You see that there's something stalking you.
A large 4-legged animal, huh?
You don't know it's a large port. There's something over
okay.
there. Like, you can go investigate. You can ignore it. You can talk about it.
I know there's something over there, but don't have a clue what.
Exactly.
So I think I would just assume it was one of the bandits. So I'm going to be like, hey, we know you're over there. We don't mean you any harm. We're just trying to find the camp.
Make a persuasion check. It's gonna be not persuasion, but courtesy. Courtesy charm, I believe, for water.
Sure.
And
I
it's
know-
gonna be TN. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna make it TN3.
I know this is potentially harmful to the situation, but I do want to point out anything that is looking at me is probably automatically going to assume that I am extremely dangerous person. I don't know if animals also react in a similar way. If it is an animal, I imagine it's an animal as it has 4 legs. But
I have
don't
a
know.
pretty good guess, but that would be cheating. I got 2.
Okay, that is not 3.
It is not.
it was a gentle lady.
Okay. You hear rustling as it bolts away from you guys.
I could only see it for a split second. Did you notice its eyes? It had 4 legs for sure. I'm not. It's bigger than a dog.
Did you say 4 legs and bigger than a dog?
Certainly bigger than a dog, but I believe it had 4 legs. I couldn't tell exactly. It was running in the bramble. Only caught it for a moment. It is dark. Perhaps fire would help. Give me a moment. I set down my pack and pull out. Oh crap! It shrunk my. Do I have anything that I can use? Nope.
You have no torches.
I have clothes. I have
Lantern.
clothes,
Let me
and I
take a
have
look.
a oil-based flame starting equipment, which is called an uchitake. It's like a lighter.
Right.
It just pours out oil and has a flint that you start a spark with that ignites
Sure.
the
Make
oil.
a survival roll at TN1. It's gonna be produce.
Maybe theorize fire.
No. Survival produce, because you're producing a torch. You're creating one.
Earth.
Earth.
Makes sense.
TN1 to make a torch and light it on fire.
In one, got it.
Woo! Very close. You
got
almost
a
didn't. You have a torch. You see, the shadows. The forest becomes a maze of shadows. But then you notice to the south, as you raise up and move your torch around, that other lights start coming on.
I'll give a whistle out, like a whistle signal that I would assume bandits would be able to respond to, and see if I get a response. Be like, oh, but really loud.
Make a persuasion roll.
I actually have something that'll help. Criminal connections, air. Make a skullduggery air check to connect with anyone from the underworld or familiar with underworld connections. Any attempt to contact to find information or obtain illicit goods or services.
All right. Make that roll, but increase the TN by 1.
You can make the TN whatever. Like, it doesn't give me a TN.
Oh, it doesn't give you a TN?
No, it just says that I can do that, and I get to re-roll 2 dice while making that check.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's just an advantage.
make your roll TN 3.
Okay. Jesus Crispies. Well,
Cool. Okay. You make your whistle, and you hear a whistle coming back.
but it's the wrong kind of.
No, it's exactly the right kind of whistle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I start heading toward the light then.
Okay.
I'd
Setsuo will follow.
I start.
As you start moving south towards these lights,
I know this is a bad idea, but as I feel like I'm understanding the people we're going toward, I put my bow and arrow down.
so
Bring it back on my back.
as you move towards the lights, you hear the sound of some rushing water, and I need everybody to make a survival water roll.
Oh, yay.
A survival water roll at TN.
to notice stuff in our surroundings, I guess.
Yep. TN. I'm going to say TN2. TN2. Setsuo has to make this roll as well.
1.
I got TN2 with an opportunity.
Okay. Survival is a trade skill. Setsuo needs to change that to water. Boop. Did it work?
Yeah.
He makes it. Okay, as y'all are traveling towards these lights, both Setsuo and Ayumi stop themselves before they walk right off a cliff. But Marl walks right off a cliff. Since you have an opportunity, Ayumi.
I have 2 opportunities myself.
Well, so y'all have some opportunity. Y'all can try and use those to catch her before she
here's what I'm
falls
gonna
off a
do.
cliff.
I'm going to attempt to pull off the same maneuver I failed to do in the castle, to jump off the cliff in time to grab her and sling my grappling hook to at least get a purchase.
Okay. I love it.
So do you want me to do like a fitness or a range, like martial arts range, to try to throw my...
You know what?
Both.
I'll allow you to just jump and grab her, but you're gonna have to do your special technique to grab to grapple hook the thing.
Okay, that makes sense. So it is a... I gotta just go grab it. Doot, 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 doot. Okay. Here is my go. I'm still going to try to use air, because that's technically what I'm good at. And I will spend a void to attempt to throw it. The TN is going to be whatever the TN, because it's normally equal to the target's vigilance, or whoever I'm throwing the attack at. But since I'm attacking technically a inanimate object, it's whatever TN, and it's in the dark, however you want to deal with that. But I'll make my roll.
Well, the TN is just going to be the regular TN. Don't worry about the darkness for this. This is
Okay, so TN2
TN2. Yeah.
you make it. Okay.
Yes.
So it's an attack roll. Wow, that's a lot of successes.
It's actually a technique that I have that lets me actually run, grab, and then also make an attack roll in the same move. Okay, yeah, I think I managed it. I will take 2 successes, 1 explosive success, and an opportunity, all without strife. And we'll just see if I get any more opportunity. Oh, that should have only been 1 die.
What?
But
no, that should be just 1.
yeah, that's what I was saying. It should have only been 1 die rerolled, but I guess I didn't click out of the other one. Then, so yeah, 2 opportunity and 3 success. So I definitely get the attack off. The opportunity I'm going to use to try to soften our blow, I guess. Make sure that when we fall into the cliffside,
You're good. You got your legs planted right against the side of the cliff. You got Marl in one arm. She's wrapped around you. Sounds good. The lights, you hear this childlike laughter as the lights descend into the forest below and disappear. And you are swinging on the cliffside right here in the plunge pool. I don't know if y'all can see that. There you go.
yeah, as we switch back to what Bashar and Riki are gonna find us.
Yeah, let's go to Bashar and Riki because they should be coming up around this time to the village. Okay. You guys move past the way station and towards the village. The village is pretty dark.
Well, that's fair. I actually don't know if I have a torch.
Perhaps we can just get together a bundle of sticks and create a torch.
I'm going to increase the volume for the audience. I don't want to overcharge the audio.
Yeah.
There we go. So if y'all are in the audience and you think the audio is overcharged, or Tarek, if you can check my audio on the stream, that would be great.
Right now.
Because it seems a little low on my end. Okay, Howard, you were saying?
I was just saying I'm not sure if I had a torch, and then Bashar was saying he was going to start bundling sticks and making torches.
Okay. Survival roll to create a torch. Do you have any
Alright.
gear that allows you to make a torch?
I still should have my alchemist's kit to help with that.
Yeah, that should work. You can make stuff that burns.
I have survival. I know how to rub sticks together and
Yeah,
stuff.
and I also have a level in survival too, so I can either innovate or produce.
Yep, you can produce a torch with earth. TN1.
All right.
If Ricky wants to make a torch, it's TN2 because he doesn't have a kit for it.
Okay. Oh, well. Yeah, okay. I'll take those 2 successes without strife.
You said TN2?
Yep.
So, yeah, I get 1 strife, but it will explode. Maybe I'll get lucky and get an opportunity to remove the strife.
You could also keep the opportunity for
Yeah.
like extra effects on it too.
Well, I don't have an opportunity yet. I said I have to roll the exploder.
Oh, well, I mean, you have the opportunity in your skill die right there. and you
Yeah,
can
there's an
keep 3
opportunity
die.
up there.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yeah. Well, all right. I still got to explode the.
You can make it
exploder.
last just a little longer. That's what I suspect.
Boom. Another
More
opportunity.
Oh,
Just
just
strife is gone.
because you guys had like a GM intrusion kind of thing, Marl and Tarek, Marl and Ayumi both gain a void point for that weirdness that they had to deal with. But Riku and Bashar have a torch each. The town looks dark.
I suspect that they are at the Hermitage. I think, I believe it is best that we make our way there quickly.
Either that or that rebel camp.
Well, that was what I was referring to.
Oh, is that called a hermitage? Okay, I didn't know.
Well, Corey, out of character, Corey did call it a hermitage, so I just kind of kept
Out of character, don't know what that word means, so I didn't know what he was talking about.
basically a
It's like where
homeless
monks-
camp.
Well, no, it's like where
Not
monks
really.
would usually attend to people. It's kind of like a refugee
An
camp. you
Out
could
of
think
the way place.
Yeah. It's normally
Right.
associated with taking care of.
So, yeah, the rebel camp then. Yeah, let's do that.
Mhm.
If they named it Hermitage, I don't know what that language is, but it sounds good. Let's go there.
Hermitage.
Right.
Like those crabs. There's crabs that live there. They're crab people.
Yeah, literally, they're from the crab clan.
They're from the crab clan.
Not to be confused with ghost crabs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God! They were all gonna die.
Crystal painted that yesterday. It's really nice.
Nice.
It was
Their
actually
meat is
really
delicious.
well done. I thought that was a printed, literally something that you printed out.
Mhm. Well, her mother is an artist, so she's getting
that
lessons
makes
on
sense.
the
That's
side.
awesome. She also did the art for Corey's folio.
Corey, I want to be fair about this. I mean, I don't want to just go to the rebel camp, even though now that I'm looking at the map, I do see all the icons there, and that was the logical answer. I actually hadn't been looking at the map before. I was looking at y'all's happy faces. But now I feel like it might look like cheating to just go straight to where all the icons were. Do you think we should roll to figure that out? Or maybe cross through town to double check?
We could probably role play though. Like I did kind of role play it straightforward. Bashar would probably think that considering that it's dark
where
in
else
the
would you
village,
think they
and
were?
we have gone to the rebel camp before, and
Yeah, but
considering how much trouble that's been going on, that was his logical
So,
conclusion.
From
I
a
can-
military person's mindset, that might make sense.
I can tell you right now that there are several ways to get to the Hermitage. If you want to take the most direct route, if you just want to say we go there, you're going to have to make a survival check to get through the woods. To find the thing through the woods. You've been there before.
That's something my character is perfectly comfortable with. In
But-
fact, that would be his preferred route.
But there are other paths that you can take as well. It's all up to you guys. So that's where you are right now. So tell me
All right,
how
as
you're
long
gonna
as,
do it.
as long as you don't feel like it's a little
Mhm.
meta. Because, like I say, I didn't know that they were actually there. I didn't see it on the map because I wasn't looking at it. But now that I see it, it feels meta, even though I wasn't being meta at the time.
Well,
So if
the
you're okay
last
with
group,
it, that's where
Ayumi and Marl, all they did was say, "Let's go straight there," and they made a survival check, and that's how they got lost. And
Well, I didn't mean straight there. Just like, let's
Well, that's
not
okay. You
make
didn't go
any
straight there.
stops, is my idea. I kind
Yeah,
of figured we would
There.
go to the plum grove and go through the woods backwards from how we came from there to the town.
and that was all wrapped up into that survival
Yes,
check.
actually, it's over the river,
Yeah, that's
then through the woods,
that's
through the
basically.
forest hermitage.
I imagine that's basically what we did, but we went off intuition, going east, and ended up going east to north, and then north to northwest, by getting lost in the woods. So
And
it
then
kind of makes
south.
sense that we got
Ayumi
lost.
is just feeling loopy right now, so we went in a spiral.
Exactly. I have a concussion, so I was literally walking with a limp that caused me to go veer off to the left.
So would it be Earth to recall the best way to the hermitage?
Earth is a good
Sounds
way
good
to
to
go.
me.
Yeah.
That's
All
the way
right, I have a
look at
skill
It is-
survival, so let's combine our efforts. Or
It is
okay.
TN3.
I already got it. And I'll use the strife to knock off the. Let's see. Oh no, I can only
Opportunity?
keep 3, so I can't
Mhm.
knock off the strife. But I do get to blow up something, and that's always fun.
That
I
might give you
recommend using the
opportunity.
skill die because those are the ones that tend to explode.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Mhm.
Hey, there goes that strife. Screw that strife. I don't want it.
Okay. You guys, after walking through the village and out through the woods, you guys find your way using your recall and your survival to get to the Hermitage. You are stopped beforehand by some people who eventually recognize you. And
Yeah, I just hold the torch next to my very recognizable mask.
and they allow you to come. But as you come in, everybody's like surprised that you're wearing a Reiju outfit.
Yeah, it's silk is so comfortable. I got some good shit in there.
You guys know this even existed? Why were y'all keeping this from me?
the young
Yeah,
man,
this comes out of worms' butts.
the young man Ichiro
Kinda.
will come to see you. He says, "It's good to see you, but I'm unsure of what this means."
So
Have
the
you
castle's
seen-
under attack.
Have you
Trying to
seen
figure
the
out
others?
Who's doing it?
He's like,
All right, so I'll let Howard go first, and then I'll say my statement or question after his statement.
The castle's under attack. We're just trying to figure out who's doing it. And I was actually sent here right before the attack to negotiate peace with you guys and try to get everybody on good terms. And when he was going to let y'all start making sake again. It was going to be great. But there's an attack happening, and it's all awkward now.
To clarify what he is stating, there has been some internal sabotage going on inside the court, and it isn't completely the daimyo's fault as to what has been going on. And from what I can recall, his magistrate is causing an internal rebellion currently. Also, have you seen Setsu, Ayumi, and Marl yet? Have they arrived?
you're the first people who have arrived here tonight.
So Bashar looks at Riku. Is like, should we wait, or should we go out looking for them?
Well, it's kind of a time crunch here. Normally I'd say wait, but Yeah, I'm willing to take a search party out. Let's go ahead and go. Look, they have with them Tetsuo. Y'all
They have
like that
Setsuo
guy?
with them, and they're lost in the woods. I'll get some search parties out. He
No, that's what
immediately
I wanted
starts
to do.
telling people to start scouring the woods.
Right.
All right. I'm not gonna make this any rolls or anything. I'm just gonna let you find them dangling from because I think it's funny.
Dangling from a rope above the pool.
Yeah, you see as you scout the plunge pool over here, you see a couple figures dangling from the cliff.
What are you two doing hanging around? We have a war that needs to be fought.
Just thought it would be fun dangling from a cliff.
So I'm
Not
gonna.
like my arm is going to sleep at all. Totally not.
Setsu above you
let's
says.
help the ladies down.
Setsu above you says, "Just jump down into the pool. It's very deep."
Well, that's a comforting thought.
I'll take his word for it and let go.
Okay.
He was lying. Frank.
As she falls, she turns and realizes that right below her is a bunch of spiky rocks coming out of the water. Damn you!
You fall into just make like a TN1 fitness check.
Not to belly flop.
Yeah, not to hurt yourself on the way down. I'd say anything will
Like-
do.
Withstand with Earth.
Yeah. They all look good to me. TN1.
I'm good. I feel fine.
You swim to the shore.
Hey, Ayumi, come on down.
So I kip up off the side of the wall
Nothing.
and try to flick so that I loosen the grip of the grapple hook. And if it doesn't work, I just let go and fly off.
All right, you can
Yeah.
pull your weapon out and fall into the water. Make your fitness check.
I'm gonna do a fancy dive, basically.
Ooh.
I drop my equipment and I will swim out to help Marl get in.
Yeah, I dive.
Yep. Setsuo says, I'll try and come around the cliff as he hobbles down
We'll
the...
meet you on the side.
Here, I'll help. I summon the earth to grab you on the way down, and it. Oh wait, it's eating you. Oh, never mind.
Oh, please bring my traveling pack.
Actually, I think getting grappled by the earth while you're in the water would be even worse because you're drowning.
Breathe, damn it!
I helped.
I just imagine a hand coming out of the ground underneath the water, pulling me down with these muddy paws, and then dragging me across the water.
For some
That's
reason, the
not the
hand is made out of sand, and every character from Bikini Bottom is somehow somewhere in the hand.
Exactly, stuck in there. You just see Plankton riding it. Yeah.
I will get that formula. Grabs.
There must be some way I can harness this power. All right, I'll swim out of the water and kind of regroup. Well, it was quite refreshing. My bandage happened to float away, but I'm sure I can replace it once we get back to camp.
Do you need help walking?
No.
Hmm?
No, I'm fine.
I've heard that
I could carry my traveling
fresh
pack.
water like this is good for open wounds. Because it's got natural stuff like fish shit and stuff.
Probably would have been better at the
I
hot
think
springs.
you're thinking of the hot springs.
Yeah, these are not hot
There's no
springs.
fish
These are
in
very
that.
cold. This is very cold mountain water.
Yeah, see, it's like an Ozarka thing. Just put it right in there. Swish it around, dump it out.
Yeah.
I assume it's just like an open wound, like an empty pit at this point.
Well, it's actually more like a sword slice that went into my head. Remember?
And I
Time
kind
is
of
of the
figured
essence,
she
everyone.
more like whacked you really hard and you have a concussion.
Well, no, she literally cut into my, because I got a critical strike with a katana to my head.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got the thing. And then I fell on it.
But then you
Get it
fell
real
off
quick.
a castle. And then you,
So, you know, it's not been a great day for her
Ayumi has a
neurological health. or
concussion with a
neurological
concussion.
well-being. Yeah. It might be a concussion and some like herniated discs at this point. Anyway, she draws herself out of the water and she goes, Bashar, if you want to help, perhaps carry my traveling pack. It is quite heavy.
All right, I'll assist you. All right, let's go back into the rebel camp. Time is of the essence. There has been some unfortunate issues that happened at the castle, and they closed off the secret passage.
I can't say
Is
I'm
that-
surprised. We did tell them there was a hole in the wall.
Yeah, that was expected, wasn't it?
Yes, unfortunately, and we could tell that there is an uprising going on inside the castle as well.
Yeah, but I thought you were supposed to go back in.
We tried, and they kept us out. And we tried to use.
Yeah, they shot at us.
Oh, they shot at you.
Yes.
That's
You. Erase you.
what?
Yeah, now I assume the people shooting at us are part of it.
Nobu. It has to be Nobu. There's
Mhm.
only
That
one we
makes a
didn't.
lot of sense. Although a part of me still wants to blame that evil monk, but you know, I just don't see how he did it. So
Perhaps
At-
they have
at
been in
this
cahoots.
Point, no.
it's red herring all along.
Oh, did
delicious
someone say herring? I am a bit hungry.
you pull a fish out of your like your kimono.
Little did you know I've had this fish with me the whole time.
And you start eating it by biting its head off. It's like, oh.
Oh.
Oh, is that pickled herring?
You know, I hate that a pup named Scooby Doo had the bully named Red Herring because it's so good, but you can't use it because people know where it came from.
Like, I never understood it as a kid, and it wasn't until I was a little older, and I'm like, oh, now I get the joke.
Oh, it's a way for kids to be, you know, like to learn about that kind of thing.
into, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Bring them
watching
into-
Transformers as a kid taught me words I didn't know because I was so young. I hadn't encountered them yet. So when we got Brawn on the spelling bee, I was like, B-R-A-W-N. And what does it mean? It means you're strong. How do you know? Because there's this Transformer who's kind of a badass, even though he's like a mini-bot dude.
My version of that was playing Final Fantasy games. So I always had to look up words in those games.
My version of that was Dungeons and Dragons, where
Oh,
there
yeah,
were-
that happened.
yeah. What's a hellbird? What does chaotic mean? What is
Yes. Oh,
yeah,
Well, I mean, I was playing games on my like Nintendo and finding like video games constantly challenged me to learn, like expand my vocabulary.
For me, it was just reading books.
reading does that
Yeah,
too.
I read a lot of books too, but I was really bad at reading for a long time. And I wouldn't read like, I'd only read books that were like educational. You know what I mean?
My phone just now got the message that our show is starting on YouTube and I should watch it. I was like, what?
That's a little late.
Excellent. How timely.
Okay. As y'all are talking, a group of people will approach with Ichiro and say, I'm glad you found them.
Mhm.
We should head back to the cap. He
Yes, there is
he
much to
turns
discuss.
He turns to Setsuo and says, Father, it's good to see you back and alive. I did not know what they were going to do once you were captured in the castle. We were going to come get you. And Setsuo says, You shouldn't go out there and risk your lives like that. I'm glad you stayed here and protected the people, but these bandits, I still don't approve of that. Well, Dad, these bandits, they're going to be the ones that are going to save this village. You wait and see. Come on, let's go back to the Hermitage.
Well, Dad, they're my friends, so it doesn't matter.
Okay,
You never understood me, Dad.
y'all can all make your way back to the Hermitage.
All right.
Yay!
Cool. I'd like to stop as we're walking. I'm going to stop Ayumi and say, "Hey, let me look at your wound." Do you let me?
Yeah.
Okay. I do actually have medicine of 3.
You've already done medicine on it this week. You can't do it again.
Yeah, I think
Oh, I want to see if
Don't you have
the
to
things
wait,
that she has been through have reopened anything, or if
weeks?
it's gotten worse.
Okay, yeah, you can just like redress her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. So no roll then, just
Yeah,
none,
no roll
or-
then. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you can only do medicine to like heal the wound once a week, and that was already done.
I understand that, but she's been through a lot since it's been done, and I want to make sure that nothing, even though I realize that this storyline's almost over, and you're probably looking to give her an infection and a brain problem later.
no
No, it would be
meningitis.
excellent. It would be an excellent reason for my character to mysteriously die and then become part of the next story game.
Yeah,
It would be.
the plunge pool had some nasty flesh-eating bacteria in it, and
Well, I was gonna say it just created a brain hemorrhage. You know what I mean? I got cerebral.
an amoeba went in there, and it's
Yeah.
it's eating your brain.
Exactly.
So basically, I clean the wound and
You guys are
redress
all
it,
frozen on
and
my
do everything I
screen.
can to kind of alleviate any pain and help you out.
Cool. Thank you for helping to treat my traumatic brain injury.
Yeah, you should definitely keep that covered, because I don't think anyone wants to look at it.
Yeah. It's real gross when that flap of
Says the
skin
guy
falls
wearing the big
back.
helmet.
When that flap of skin falls back,
Well-
you can see the cranium. That just freaks people out. You don't want to do that. Trust me. Why wear this
Nah.
mask?
Says the guy wearing the helmet, covering his entire face full of wounds.
Well, you know from experience. You're speaking from your
Exactly.
truth.
That's probably how I learned medicine, was trying to figure out how to put myself back together after each abuse.
Yeah, exactly. Well, gonna have to figure out how to put these fingers back together.
So you guys are at the Hermitage. Much of the village people are here. There are some.
They're singing and dancing.
No.
Most of them are here, but
There
the
are some
Indian
noticeable
is,
exceptions. For
surprisingly-
example, the kid from the way station is not here.
uh-oh.
Was that the Romeo Juliet kid?
Yep.
No, that was the kid whose
What?
parents,
No, the one
his
whose
family and
mom
parents
used
got-
to run the place.
that got murdered, and
Oh, that kid.
Horse
yeah,
guy.
yeah, stable boy. Yeah.
Mia Iman got murdered.
Yeah,
Really?
he's not there.
Okay.
But there's a lot of other, like not the magistrate, but the Doshin, the ex-Doshin. She's here. She looks a lot better. She looks.
She doesn't look like she's 100 anymore.
Yeah. Her youthful vigor has returned. And Michi the monk is here.
Oh,
Hello.
Michi's here. I'm actually delighted to see Michi. I look at her and I give her a polite, acknowledgement of good on ya.
Michi, it's good to see you're well.
It's very interesting to see you here, considering I left you there to stop whatever was going on at the castle.
Kind of thought we did. It turned
We
out.
kind of did, but I had a head wound, so I wasn't able to get all of this stuff out in time to stop Nobu's plans.
Unfortunately, there has been quite a development in there. They locked us out of the fortress and shot arrows at us. Rikyu and I attempted to go back through the secret passageway, but unfortunately, the blabbermouth allowed it to be revealed
I hit
and
you in the head.
had it shut.
I hit you in the head.
I take the hit. Like I'm just like, it's like I know I deserve it. Like I know I deserve it, but we could have used it to our advantage too.
I swore an oath to the man, and I wasn't going to leave a big opening there.
Reek, you don't waste your time. He's foreign. He doesn't have the same concept of honor as us.
I looked to Michi and go, we discovered the court Shugenja was a huge fraud and guilty of a lot of mischief there, including messing with the head of the wife of the daimyo. And we exposed him, but unfortunately, his removal was not enough to stop what came.
Yes,
Well,
he was simply an associate to whomever was attempting to usurp Reiju Jikai.
I see. Well,
We have men here, men who can be archers, men trained to use bows.
the plan was to get these guys inside by opening the doors from the inside and letting them in. But now there's nobody inside. But the good news is there's a secret passage. Perhaps we can use that to get people inside.
It was
It
destroyed.
has been collapsed. Unless we can spend the effort to
Excuse me.
I have a.
Wait. The secret passage, are you talking about the derelict tower, or do you know of another one?
The derelict tower that you let me escape from.
Right.
Yeah,
No, that's gone.
That's what Bashar is
I-
upset about.
I
But I
might have a solution here.
may also have a solution, but I'll let Marl speak.
Since this wall is built of stone, I do have the power to simply walk up the stone.
And what of the rest of the troops?
More importantly, what of you with the
I
arrows?
assume
going
she
to
would open the
immediately
door.
pull down on you.
Yes.
She'd have to be very stealthful to get past the guards and open the door.
I can clear the walls, the far wall, and infiltrate the castle, and then I can open.
I
the
can
door.
create a distraction at a different point to give you the cover you need.
We
to
should
start
we should have light. Start setting fires to areas that they will bring them out.
What did you think I meant by distraction? Burn these fuckers! Come on!
No. Burn fires, make bonfires that look like larger camps, as though Osamu's army is about to arrive. That will terrify them into action and hopefully distract them long enough to keep me away
Ichiro walks
from.
up and says, hold on. Who even says that we're going to go and attack this castle? Reiju Jikai has been terrible to us. For all I care, he can burn. His people can go ahead and murder each other. That's fine by me.
Well,
Tetsuo,
maybe they will, but
you
in the
relate what we
meantime, they do
learned?
plan to do the same to you.
And we'll be ready for them then. But they'll weaken themselves on top of each other, and then we'll pick up the pieces.
Not if Osamu actually does arrive. If he takes over these lands, then you will be under the same.
Wait, just out of curiosity, who was it that made the river spirits calm down again? Do you remember? Do you remember all the things that we have done for you? And I have negotiated with the daimyo on your behalf. I was about to improve your life significantly. But if you're going to throw that in my face now, I'll take you down first, and then I'll go rescue the daimyo. I draw my sword.
Make a command roll.
All right.
Ooh.
I like it.
Nice.
Make a
I'm going to
command
spin a
roll.
void
That-
because I don't
that
think
is-
I'm very commanding.
That is definitely something I would have done almost exactly if I was playing a Komokage. So good on you. That's a good leader move.
Tired of their shit.
That's probably
And of
also
course,
what
you should
Fire-
have a bonus since they're lower status.
It's a fire. Yeah, you do get a bonus. The Tien is going to be... Yeah, the Tien's 1.
I figured.
Ooh.
Tien
All
1.
right. I'm spinning a void because I'm still not great at it.
What ring are you going to use? Because that could change
You
things.
said I had to do fire just now, didn't you?
You can do fire, or you can do anything as long as you can, bullshit it to me.
Well, my big
just
thing here is I want to
did.
protect everybody, even if I have to scare these people into it.
you can even say reason because you gave a reasonable response up until the point you threatened violence, but it was still fairly reasonable.
Okay, so here's the thing. since you're higher status, the TN goes from 2 to 1, but he is his demeanor is fortified against fire.
Well, I'm using Earth then, because you said I didn't have to use fire.
Okay.
I actually had already changed it to Earth. I haven't
Okay.
told it yet.
Earth, go for it.
But that's what my whole point is. I want to protect everybody. I'm trying to get these guys to join the club. And I am spinning one void, and here we go. And
Who's
I
with
will
me?
keep my
Glad you
2
spent that void.
successes. And
I'm sure you're glad you spent that void.
yeah. Well, I only needed 1 success, he said. So
Well, that was for the other roll. He didn't give you a straight TN for Earth yet.
Yeah, TN1. It's TN1.
Oh, TN1 for Earth?
yeah.
TN1.
So yeah, I wasted the void, but I need to be sure it works, so it's fine.
I don't think it was a waste.
Well, the dice say it was. But anyway, I succeed.
He says, I remember what you did for this village. But it's hard for me to want to go save a man who's been putting this village in danger for the past month.
He's been worked against on the inside. He's made mistakes, I agree. But he wasn't actively trying to hurt you. He was tricked. And we have already found one of the big tricksters. The other one's about to go down if you just help us.
Setsuo
And
walks
now
up
he's
to
already said you can
Look,
have sake again. This
Look.
place will go back to the way you want it.
Setsuo walks up to Ichiro and says, Son, I've been trying to tell you this for a long time, that politics is complicated, and so are the people who are involved. These men here have just shown you that your straightforward approaches don't always work. It's good that you've gathered these men, because they'll need them today. But hopefully you'll take this as a lesson I've been trying to teach you for a while now. And Ichiro's just like, I'll get my men together, but I don't know if it's going to be enough, especially since we can't get through the doors. We'll have to pull together some of these, some of the villagers as well.
I lean over to him and go, hey, if it makes you feel any better, you coming now to his aid will make my negotiation to get you better treatment so much easier.
Okay, armies. Getting armies. Before we do that, as you're looking around the Hermitage, you also notice that there is a contingent of foreigners, foreign Kamarists here.
Huh.
better have gotten my stuff.
And they are maybe led by Osamu the merchant.
I need to go and talk to him. Sure.
Yeah. I need to talk with him as well. Apparently, some of my people are in these lands here.
You don't remember him?
Of course I do. Like, of course I remember him, but specifically, I'm quite curious about the rest of the regime as well.
If you
The
notice,
Kamaras?
Yes.
if you notice, there's a bunch of bandits now that have bright new shiny weapons as well.
I'm trying to remember. I did make an order with Osamu, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the order was.
I asked you beforehand on the in the private chats that we have between games to remember what you exactly did, because I don't remember either. I'm a bad game master who didn't take notes, and I apologize for that.
I ordered nothing from the man.
What I do know that you wanted was to get your family lands back, and he's here to talk about that.
Yes, I remember that, and maybe some refreshed supplies for my alchemy and medicinal kit.
Right.
I got an herbalist kit. That's what I got an herbalist kit, and I got kunai. and
Yeah.
Kunai.
Mitsubishi.
That's what you got.
I remember Ayumi asked for the stuff that would be able to make that special caffeine, the upper drug.
An herbalist kit is what it says
Yeah.
in the book. So I just bought an herbalist kit.
And I was thinking Bashar asked for weapons.
So, you go to see Asamu, and he says, "Oh, hello, my friends. How do you do? It is me, Asamu. I am here for all of your needs. I have gone and retrieved the items that you wanted. I hope you have the money to pay for it."
Out of character, like I thought I already preemptively paid him for his services. Like, I gave him some koku.
I did half, and then I have written down that I was supposed to give him 1 koku.
That's
and
exactly
4
what it
boo.
was. It was half and half.
Yep. So I still have to pay him 1 koku and 4 boo, so I give him that.
He says, "Oh, thank you, Ayumi. You are a woman of your word, and Osamu is a man of his word.
You do me great honor."
Praise
I
be to
give him
God."
a bow.
So, I hope those come in very, very handy. I hear that there's a lot of buzz going on. I heard quite a commotion over there. I couldn't help overhearing what is going on. So the attack is going to happen sooner than later. I assume it's going to happen tonight.
We will need to push quickly, yes.
Well, it is a good thing I am here. These are my associates from the consortium. I did not wish to have them be ignored. They are very important people, very, very highly ranked people within the consortium, and they are here to talk to Bashar bin Sahir.
Well, I'm surprised that it's going to happen so soon, but better now than never.
Well, the game is wrapping up, and we have to tie up all of the people's stories.
Are we ending it here? Because it's only 11. It's only
No,
11,
we're not
12.
ending it here. I'm just saying that the game is the adventure is
Coming to a close.
coming to a close.
I was like, already?
We have to wrap up everybody's storylines.
No, I get you. I thought you meant the session was ending. Never mind. Go ahead.
Not quite.
Not quite.
It's only been like an hour and 15 minutes.
That was my point exactly.
Bashar. Come, let us talk. Let us speak. Let us sign a contract, shall we?
All right.
Ichiro,
I must.
may I use that tent over there? I do not wish to impose, but this in conversation I'm about to have is of utmost importance and of utmost secrecy, and I would enjoy the use of your tent for an hour or so. Ichiro's like, hold on. He goes in there.
Please don't leave any stains, because that sounds like it's going to be messy, whatever it is.
He says, "Yes, you can use that tent now. I've made sure it's okay for you."
We've cleared out for your hourly rate.
You are a god among men, Ichiro. Son, I am so happy I have met you. And he, come, Bashar, we will speak. It will be good. I have some tea from the city that you might very much enjoy.
It would be a pleasure to indulge again.
And I have some candies. You might like these too. Some
Oh, you spoiled
whatever
me.
Turkish delight is in L5R.
He's Baron Zemo.
You know
Or
what?
the White Witch.
You know what? He'll say he has baklava. That sounds good too. Tasty baklava.
Lava.
But it's been in his pocket. Just saying,
Baklava.
it's weird.
Yeah. That's in a tin. He's got a tin.
Mhm.
He sits down. He makes you tea. He gives you a piece of baklava. You sit, you eat. And he says, of these men here, they are of the consortium. They have the power to restore to you your family honor. Your homeland, your rank, and that of your family.
Well, it is a pleasure to be meeting with all of you.
They nod, but they don't talk. Now, just to make sure we have all the details, that these men here will be the exclusive distributors of the olives that are produced on your family's land, and any land that they that they then acquire during the course of their continued nobility.
I am. I'm trying to formulate the proper words that Bashar will agree to it. I am amicable to the agreement.
Very well. And in return, the consortium will make all efforts to the royalty to make sure that you are reinstated. They will produce all of the evidence that is against you as insubstantial. And the Kamaris Empire will reinstate your lands. I don't see this as any problem. Do you have this within your power? They nod. These men, they are very savvy. They've come a long, long way. He pulls out the contract. He puts it down in front of you.
And if it would bring me any benefit as well. I have grown a little bit of fondness of this country of Rokugan. And perhaps if I can be of any assistance with establishing some sort of ambassadorship over here, or talks with any of the nobility here, and perhaps we can also add that to the agreement as well in future.
He looks at the others. The others look at him. They kind of shake their head. Someone looks back at you and he says, you do not understand. The consortium is the ambassadorship to Rokugan in the form of trade, and they wish to sell your delightful olives and the products that come from your olives here in Rokugan. It is to them that these trade routes will be established. For you, you get your land back. You get your title back. You get in with the good graces of the empire.
Pardon me for for my earlier misunderstanding.
Have justice. Victory lies ahead.
Whose speaker is going?
I think somebody is.
Somebody stepped on the Buzz Lightyear doll.
Victory lies ahead.
So essentially, to amend what I said earlier, I will just go ahead and have Bashar agree to the contract.
You are very wise. Very wise. All right. He puts the contract in front of the two men. They look it over. They see your signature. They nod. They put the contract in a satchel. Asamo produces a second contract. Here is a copy for you.
Thank you, Osamu.
The consortium is nothing if not thorough, and they make sure that they live up to their bargains. If at any point you cannot get your title back, your land back, all of this is null and void. You keep your olives, the consortium gets nothing.
I thank you deeply for your help.
Of course, it is what I do. I help people. He pulls out. He pulls out a ornate bottle. He uncorks the bottle, and the two people disappear into the bottle. And he corks it.
Nice.
He puts it back.
Gin. So
Oh,
that's
they were
how-
not genie. They were not. They were. They have those two. They were not genie.
Oh,
No, 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 no.
I wonder what manner of sorcery that was.
That was my manner of sorcery.
Well, I look forward to working with you in the future.
Oh, I would love to work more with you. Bashar, we will be friends. I will come to your villa. You will give me a good dining experience, and we will make business arrangements.
For certain.
Your family is very rich. I'm sure they can afford such great feasts. I will look forward to it every day.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for
Of
the
course.
invitation.
Most certainly.
I'm sure you have a war now to get back to. That is your specialty, is it not?
Of course. I'm here to help my friends, and I will come up with whatever tactics will befit the situation.
I'm good to hear it. He goes on over, he puts his arm around you and says, I'm sure you'll do just great. You'll do just fine. And if you die, you will in death still have your house and your title restored to you.
All right. As
This
long
is a
as my
promise.
family is taken care of, I will be good with that.
The consortium always keeps their word. A deal,
Thank you.
as they say, is a deal.
Thank you, Osamu.
All right. Now we can start talking about armies, I guess.
Yay!
So, let me see here. It says, the PCs can lead an appropriate cohort.
Appropriate.
So, let me get rid of this book. We've got to kind of go through some of the mass battle rules here, because I know a lot of you don't know what they are.
We've never used them before. I
Yeah,
have
never
no
used them.
clue.
It's gonna be
Any
fun.
idea?
Like,
Ish.
now I do have kind of an idea of like a strategy that might like
Good, because you're gonna be the commander. You realize.
yeah,
Cool.
wonderful. Like one idea.
You're the
wanna
guy
pass
who made
around.
the character who's supposed to be a war.
Yes,
like a-
yes, I know. Like one idea that I have is that we have a cohort that what's the right word? Like that sneaks around to the back, because I suspect that considering that they collapsed the secret tunnel, they won't expect anyone to try to use it. And
there
maybe
is not really a back. It's on a cliff.
or
There's a
on the cliff.
moat surrounding the entire thing.
Yep.
But there's no
Okay.
cliff. There's no cliff back there. It's on an artificial hill.
Oh,
I was
that's
going
what it
to
is,
say,
yeah.
luckily, it's impossible to drown.
Those suffocation rules.
I was thinking that we could probably use that cohort to clear the tunnel and maybe at least use some earth magic to remove the rubble, and they would probably least expect that tunnel to be
So-
cleared.
So I will point out, I am Sealy.
Mhm.
I am a ninja. My point. I think the best role that my character can do is try to get the doors open or lead a group of people who fight similarly to me. So like ranged archers or spearman unit. That kind
I
of
think
thing.
I think at this point it's not so much OOC in that we all saw you in your ninja clothes.
Well, yeah, everybody did see me in my ninja clothes.
Mhm.
Stealth clothing. Which,
Well, I did try to play it off as being sexy pajamas. I'm really not as dumb as I pretend.
yeah, well, they are
So-
definitely called stealth clothing, and they are definitely called forbidden for a reason.
So each army has one commander, a character appointed
not
to
one.
direct the entire army. This character is chosen at initiative. Okay. At the beginning of each round of a mass battle, the commander selects the army's strategic objective for the round, in which turn influences the actions performed by the army's leaders. In addition to commander, an army has one or more. In addition to a commander, the army has one or more leaders, and that will be each and every one of you will be a leader.
We will play.
You will
part of
command a relatively independent chunk of the army called a cohort, and must be able to make tactical decisions that serve the commander's goal without direct oversight. The commander of each army chooses the army's leaders during initiative again. Okay, summary of a mass battle. During a turn, a character can do the following. Choose a stance, which reflects the tactic for leading their troop. Narratively move their cohort to another location on the field of war. This can be done before or after performing an action. And then perform an action such as reinforcing a position, rallying the army, or assaulting an enemy's leader's cohort. And what you have is, I'm going to make it equal parts bandits and village mob.
If are those defined in
Wait,
that
here it
book?
is. Okay.
Or are they Ashigari levies?
So what I have is a bandit band, an inexperienced group of bandits with discipline 20 and strength 45.
Oh, okay.
And village mob that has a discipline 15 and a strength 25. So
We have two units.
you have well, that'll be broken up into cohorts.
Oh, I see.
Exactly. So what I'm gonna say is, I don't know how this exactly works, but you determine your cohorts. Army attributes. Armies have 2 attributes that reflect their overall state of preparedness. Like endurance and composure for characters, these attributes represent the physical and mental losses an army can suffer before collapsing. Strength is the abstraction of the army's ability to absorb casualties without ceasing to function. And discipline is a reflection of the army's psychological state and ability of its troops to remain in the field despite witnessing the horrors of war.
So discipline is basically your resolve to keep fighting.
Yeah.
That's your morale, your unit morale, and the other one is your strength, which is how much of an impact it can make on an enemy army. Yes.
Yep. Many armies possess one or more abilities which are listed in their profile. So this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that you guys have the Bandit Band. They have a discipline 20 and a strength of 45.
Should we be writing this down?
Yeah.
And where?
I'm using Notepad.
Piece of
I'm
paper,
using
yeah.
the notes section on the first page of the narrative mode. Bandit mob, 20
Discipline
discipline,
20. What was the other thing?
strength, and it was 50, 55.
You said discipline 20, strength 55?
I believe so. Yeah, right, Corey.
Huh?
20 and 55. 55.
Yeah. It's 20 and 45.
45.
Oh, 45. I thought you said 50.
45.
It is...
What?
I'm sorry. It is a discipline of 20 and a strength of 45.
This is our bandit mob.
Discipline 20, strength 45.
Mm-hmm.
All right, noted. Noted in Notepad.
I'm using Post-it Notepad.
The army also has an ability.
You're an Apple user.
The ability is Fight Another Day. If routed, the bandits experience the effect of morale collapse instead of being routed.
They live to fight another day. They will take the fuck off before they get murdered. Got it.
Okay. So the strategic objectives are, at the beginning of each round, each army's commander chooses one strategic objective for the entire army for that round. To fulfill the strategic objective, the army's leaders must take actions to accrue momentum points towards this goal. Once a particular strategic objective has been fulfilled, the commander cannot choose that objective again for 3 rounds. If an objective was not completed in a prior round, the commander may select it again. If an army's progress and the army's progress towards it continues. When a leader's action completes a strategic objective, that leader is awarded 3 glory, and the effects described in the strategic objective are resolved. And then, during the round, everybody will roll initiative. Then you'll take turns trying to accomplish the strategic objective by taking an action, which is like assault, challenge, rally, and reinforce.
Got it.
A mass battle can end in a number of ways, such as a rout, a morale collapse, and a strategic victory or defeat. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I have the book open in front of me. I suggest everybody else pull up the PDF.
Yep, I got the PDF.
It's 274.
Which is 275 on the PDF.
We got this, guys. Oh. But I also have a head, so maybe don't listen to me.
So,
You can
guys,
roleplay that head wound by getting super stoned. It's
Good.
just a RP suggestion.
Yeah, that's a good point.
you
Like,
guys move your bandit
really
army that's reinforced with some of the villagers to the castle. Unless there's anything you want to do, any role-playing you need to do at the Hermitage still.
At the Hermitage, nah.
All right. We are going to...
En route, I will ask, are we going to split up? Like have one team like creating the distraction, one team doing infiltrating, because I know I'm not stealthy. What's the plan?
think between Ayumi and myself, we might be able to get a team inside to open a way. She has stealth on her side. I have the ability to simply go through the wall.
So would you attempt to open the main gate, or?
Of course.
You two were there earlier, right?
Yes, they locked us
Sort
from the
of,
main
yeah.
gate.
Did it seem like there were additional guards?
I don't think we saw any, actually. No, it was just the same ones that were up in the tower shooting at us, but nobody else, like, milling about, or at least not to my memory. Corey, am I
They're going to
incorrect?
have a lot to deal with because I'm certain that some of the individuals inside have remained loyal. Certainly some of them had to. So they should have their hands full, and if we can create 2 fronts, then we should push further into the castle.
Here's how I'm seeing it. Like, you know, with in my character, but I'm just gonna speak in my normal voice. So, like, the light we saw was over at the training yard or dojo area.
Yep,
Like
where
that
the armies
massive
gather, yeah.
So one problem is that if we gather a majority of our forces to go through the front gate, we're gonna have a problem with those guys. But if we do have a smaller faction infiltrating, at least trying to attempt to infiltrate through like the side or the derelict tower or however else we go through, and if we at least try to find the top guy who's causing this rebellion through the chain of command, because I suspect they would probably try to stay at the back of the fortress where it has less traps because if a majority of the army tries to go through, we're going to be facing the traps, regardless. But if we at least have some people try to, cut it off from the top, we'd have a easier time, like at least sowing chaos amongst the enemy ranks.
Yeah, we should be using Julian tactics. Isn't it Julian tactics?
No one knows what that is, so you might as well just describe them.
So it's the process of harassing an army that is much larger than yours or more trained than yours by constantly pulling it out of position, forcing it to fight you on your terms, and then falling back.
That's really
retreating
hard to
draw
do
them
with a
out.
castle.
It is, but it's not impossible if you can create two fronts. So if they're having to fight on the inside and you start breaching the outside and sow the confusion, then you can start isolating pockets of the army that might be better trained, but you have now better positioning. That's what we kind of have to create. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and let's see. And we could also try to find Mamoru Nakama. That was the guy that was causing the rebellion, or was it like a different?
No. I believe Mamoru Nakama may be the fabled shape changer who can become a wolf.
Okay. So not him, but what was the other guy that Toshio, the house Shugenja, was following orders from? I'm a little mad at myself for not taking notes on that one guy.
That was...
Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. At least we still have our old chat.
Oh, wow, okay. For some reason, I don't have red lines underneath everyone's name right now.
Do you mean Otomo Nobu?
Yes.
Otomo Nobu?
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, that name sounds familiar. I'm sure Nobu doesn't mean anything important right now.
I knew.
I mean, like we noticed him,
making
a look or giving a look to Toshio, or Toshio gave a look to him when we ousted him.
Exactly. That's what gave us the clue in.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have enough of a reason to fully suspect him because I never got to really interact with him.
The only person who did a good deal of interacting was Rikyu.
Yeah.
Hey, but unfortunately the player didn't know shit.
He seemed totally on the level.
But he just seemed professional and not really wanting to go in deep. But he did act kind of weird in some of those meetings. I just wasn't in them to point it out.
Every Nobu I encountered, I'll tell you, was super political and annoyed me, and I tried to shut them out from my thoughts because they're stupid. I hate political people.
Oh yeah, and Marl interacted with him that one time when Nobu said he killed a servant.
Oh yeah.
That he was like, "Oh, we found the person who was assaulting the garden. I killed her." She's tried to run. I killed her.
He was probably using her as a scapegoat.
Obviously.
Probably, yeah, but I went and investigated, and I just rolled poorly and couldn't find anything out.
Well, at the very least, Bashar will make it apparent that for the infiltration team, our goal is to find Otomo Nobu and, either capture him or kill him to make sure that, the armies will either give up or, lose their cohesion.
And I just remembered the name. It's Fabian, not Julian. Fabian tactics.
Okay.
Quintus Fabius Maximus, who was a famous Roman general who used these harassing tactics to keep Hannibal from taking over.
Neat.
Stopping the Carthaginians and defeating Hannibal was no easy task, and the only person who was able to do it was just the guy who said, "Okay, everybody get in your castles, and we're just going to harass them while they try to get through our lands." Retreat. Always retreat. As soon as they start winning the fight, you retreat, and then just keep harassing them over and over and over again. Forgive them this.
It's pretty messed up, but I'm glad it works.
It is. It's the modern days still the premier defensive battle strategy used across the world. avian tactics are the way to fight those battles. Like long, protracted engagements.
I mean, it's what you have to do in basically any RPG game. You know, stick them and run away.
Yeah, exactly. You got to kite your enemy. Just kite your enemy. Exactly. All you got to do. Just keep kiting him. Hopefully, everybody, or circle strafe for the older guys, the older people in the audience. Don't remember what circle strafing
I know
is.
circle strafe.
Yeah, we're just circle strafing them.
Okay. Everybody gets the army. Everybody is a leader with a cohort, and we have decided that Bashar is the commander. So, the first thing the commander needs to do. Well, y'all get to the castle. Y'all have arrived there. You're positioning your armies around it. And the first thing the commander needs to do is to give me a strategic objective.
Okay. The
I think this one's.
So you need to translate the strategy you've given me into an objective that can be...
Is there like a list of objectives?
Yeah, there
somewhere?
are. Sample objectives are capture a position, cut off the head, draw them in, grind them down, and seize victory. And there might be extra ones in Corey's book. I don't know.
So if your first objective is to open the door, I believe you're trying to capture a position.
I agree. That's what I was going to say earlier. I think the one
Okay.
that's most appropriate for the
Yeah,
opening gambit
that seems-
is seize a position.
Like the one that makes the most sense.
Yeah, we kind of need to capture a position, open it up, then draw them in. We can then worry about either cutting off the head or grinding down the army. Either cut off the leader from the rest of the army or just keep grinding down the army so that who cares if the leader is a good tactician or not? He has no people left. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But that's just my 2 cents. You are the one going to make those decisions.
So the
I
commander...
mean, it does sound like a good idea. Essentially, capture a position and grind them down, while the infiltration team,
Well, we only have one commander, so we can only do one of these things per cycle. You know what I mean? So we got to choose intelligently. What do we do first? What strategy are we employing first? Then what's next? Then what's next? So those are your decisions to make. So think through what you want to do, how the battle goes. What do we want to keep pressure on them? Do we need to pull back pressure? You got to orchestrate it.
Okay,
You are a
so
conductor.
I do want to make it keep it smart. So I want to try to see if we can draw their attention first by attempting to capture the gate, and in the next turn, I'll make sure that there's enough of a distraction for the infiltration team to go on inside.
Well, that's still capturing a position. You want to capture like an entry point. That's your goal.
Yes.
Right.
That's the goal.
Okay. So the commander calls for leaders to uproot the enemy from a specific position this round so that an army can occupy it. The position must be a fortification or piece of terrain. Yep. Occupied by the enemy. Yep. Each type of position or fortification has a difficulty value, which is the number of momentum points any army must achieve to capture it. See fortifications. Okay. This is a castle. So the difficulty value is 12. It is a lot, but you are implementing some strategies that'll hopefully help your cohorts perform their actions.
Mm-hmm.
Fulfilled. This strategic objective is fulfilled after the army accrues momentum points equal to or exceeding the difficulty value for the specific fortification. Alternatively, it can be fulfilled if the enemy army vacates the position and a friendly leader successfully performs the reinforce action there. When a leader completes the strategic objective, the enemy cohort occupying the fortification is driven out and no longer counts as occupying it. The leader who completes this objective may choose to have their cohort occupy the fortification immediately. So, we're going to go to initiative. During this phase of the mass battle, each army selects a commander who then makes an initiative check and assigns leaders. So, The commander performs initiative check, which is TN1. So select your commander, which is Bashar, and it's versus my commander, which is
Guess who?
Reiju Masaru.
Oh, Masaru. Not
Oh,
Nobu.
Taisa.
He's just
Aw,
a paid flunky.
So bad. He gave me a katana or an uchi katana. He gave me a dueling sword.
Actually,
So
you're right.
many betrayers.
We're gonna say this is Nobu, Otomo Nobu. He's the guy in charge. He's controlling everything. He's paying off everybody else. It is Otomo Nobu. Otomo Nobu is up. He rolled a lot of explosive successes. So, I guess he'll take all 4 of those and take 4 strike.
That doesn't sound good
And
for us.
explodes.
Gorilla Joe, stupid computer, you make me look bad. Oh my god.
And explode some more.
Oh my god.
I won't take that.
Boom.
Damn.
So
I
he
guess
gets
that
1, 2,
reboot
3,
really did
4,
your RNG some good.
5, 6. Plus his focus of 7 is a 13.
Focus is 7?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm
These are
horrendously
focused.
underprepared.
What is your complete initiative? You're gonna add your focus.
Yeah, I have not done my focus roll, and focus or excuse me,
No.
and initiative roll is tactics, right?
Yes.
Tactics.
Actually, Nobu is not expecting you to come back with an army. I'm gonna make it his vigilance.
That makes sense.
So yeah,
It should be
6 and 4,
slightly less.
10. It's a 10 instead.
Okay, so my focus is 5 currently,
Hmm?
and
Whoa.
I will do a fire tactics roll.
Is it tactics or I thought it was? Isn't it command?
It's
in
command.
battle?
Oh, command.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
Okay, fire command then.
That makes sense, I guess.
Well, at least I got some explosive successes. So I will. Thank you. I will take both those explosive successes and the opportunity to reduce the strife. All right, and let's go ahead and re-roll those explosives. Well, I'll keep the explosive. Oh no, not the explosive. I'll just keep the success with strife and like how many strife can I
in this
reduce with the
particular
opportunity?
case, the TN is 1. Anything beyond 1, a strife equals an additional success.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, which adds to your initiative total.
Okay. So
No.
1, 2, no.
The
Not
only
with
It
ta-
doesn't count for initiative?
it does not count for initiative.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Wait, extra success, bonus successes don't count for initiative?
No.
I thought
fire
initiative
stance.
counted
Right.
during
Stances
combat.
Stances do
stances.
not
Yeah,
count
no,
for
stances don't
initiative,
contribute.
but it counts for everything else during the
I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Conflict.
conflict. That's the word, conflict. So what's your total?
All right, so 5, 1, 2, 3. So 8.
Okay. Sounds good. Select leaders. We've selected the. Is everybody going to be a leader for a cohort?
I will.
I think that was the plan.
Okay.
Unless we need to like double up.
Okay. During this phase of a mass battle, the commander gives strategic direction, and leaders direct their cohorts against enemy cohorts. The leader commands their cohorts into performing one action during their turn. At the start of Phase 2, commanders with higher initiative results declare if their army makes the first move or waits. The commanders have the same initiative results. One with the lower honor must have their army make the first move. Then, starting with the army that makes the first move, each commander nominates one of their leaders who have not acted yet to act that round, alternating back and forth until all of the leaders have acted.
Honor feels like a disadvantage.
At the beginning of each
It
round,
kind of it's supposed to. It's to keep you within the boundaries of what the society deems is right.
okay. At the beginning of each round, each commander chooses the army's strategic objective for the round. If they are not sure to what to do, a PC commander may make a tactics check with a TN equal to the enemy commander's vigilance to gain insight into their foe and what sort of moves they could use to gain the upper hand. The enemy commander is going to choose Seize Victory. Because they're not attacking you guys, they're attacking an army inside.
Makes sense.
So, they get to go first with an action, and then you guys get to go with an action. Move your cohort to a particular position, attacking the cohort of a chosen enemy leader. No. Challenge. Reinforce. Okay. He is going to reinforce the door to make sure you can't come in. That's the first thing he needs to do. So he needs to make a TN2 tactics check. He is on air stance. It is a martial thing. And he succeeds.
Ah, dang. So the TN of an attack action targeting the cohort at the gate is increased by 1. The effect persists for 1 round. If you choose an unoccupied fortification or piece of terrain, you are considered occupying it until you narratively leave it or perform an action that other than challenge or reinforce. Okay. That was not actually Nobu. Nobu is attacking the main castle. So this has to be one of his cohorts. So instead of Nobu, I'm going to make it Rin. So Rin has to make this roll. She needs to make a tactics roll. She's going to choose to be on fire stance. She'll make the roll. She needs a TN2. Yeah, she'll make it. She'll gain a fatigue. So she'll gain a fatigue. And That's
Rin
right.
is at the gate, reinforcing the gate. And that will be it for that. You guys get to go. One of your leaders gets to perform an action, and it's going to go back and forth.
I think my goal was to help with the distraction team. So I don't know who you want to go first. The sneak people? I guess distraction goes first, then the sneak people, right?
Yes, I would think so. I think we should act as the distraction forces while Ayumi and Marl's forces, sneaks off to infiltrate and help give the main forces an advantage.
All right. Well, if we're distraction forces, I believe you have probably the highest initiative. Although I haven't rolled anything yet.
We all go on his initiative.
Oh, okay.
You just choose who goes each time.
So you want to pick one of us or yourself and distract?
All right, so I will use Rikyu's forces to distract.
Okay, Rikyu. You are going to capture a position. You need to capture the gate. You can assault, challenge, rally, or reinforce. Reinforce doesn't really work here.
Challenge, I guess? For distraction?
You stride to the forefront of your force, bellowing a challenge to the enemy leader. As a movement and scheme action, you may make a TN1 command check, targeting one enemy leader with a challenge to single combat. If you succeed, you stake 10 honor and 5 glory, which you forfeit.
That's
That's the challenge.
if you
Yeah,
sabotage
gotta-
the clash. Then the target must choose whether to accept or decline your challenge based on the target's decision. So you can challenge, they can decline the challenge, or you can just
I think
assault the
panic.
position.
You know what? I like to be loud. I'm gonna challenge.
Okay.
Keep in mind that's a duel, like an actual honest-to-God duel.
Yep.
Hey, that's cool. As long as I can use my Shugenja shit, then sure.
Technically, it's supposed to be a samurai duel, like a.
Oh, is it?
Well, I guess that depends on what kind of terms you agree on.
Well, it's supposed to be an Ijitsu duel. However, if you're going up against, let's say, another Shugenja, then you might be able to go and do like a Taryuji duel. Shugenja duel.
Well, he's probably gonna decline it anyway. But I guess I'm gonna challenge.
Well, even if he declines it, he takes penalties, and his cohort does too for declining your challenge.
All right,
Because they're like, oh, well, this guy's just a pussy.
all right. So I guess I'm doing that. So you said it's commands.
Yep. TN
Yeah,
command.
it's like a demoralizing
Come out
thing.
here and fight me like a mage.
I am a distraction. That's trickery air.
Sure,
Command.
you can do air.
All right. And
Realize-
should I spin the void? Nah, I guess I won't. You said it was only a difficulty of 1,
Tricky dicky.
and I got an explodey one, and I have a couple of opportunity to get rid of the strife. So I'm good to go. Let me go ahead and explode that and see what happens with that. It was black, right? Yeah, it's black. And it exploded again. I have to take a strife to explode it, right?
Well, you can use that other opportunity to negate the strife off of that one.
Oh, hey, you're right. Good point.
Yeah,
good
you
point.
can keep all 3 of those.
And another
original
opportunity.
dice.
So with my free, beyond all the I don't want any strife opportunities, I'll look at my earth opportunities real quick. And,
Didn't you choose air?
oh, wait, no, dang it, I did say air.
Mm-hmm.
And I clicked air, and I'm so used to using earth.
We get it. We get it.
Uh,
It happens all.
I would like to know the demeanor and current strife of another character in the scene, the guy I challenged.
Reiju Rin is not a guy. That's the first point of information you get.
Or lady.
Well, I mean, a guy
Oh,
as
those are
in it's
movies.
an individual.
Yeah, well. What did you want to know?
It says I can learn the demeanor and current strife of another character in the scene.
All right, her demeanor is detached, and her strife is 5.
I think we're
I should have
tied.
told. Well, not the strike.
So middling.
Okay, so I made my success. And
Okay.
Can you tell me what happens yet, or do I have to wait to her?
She can't talk. She's
Yeah,
mute,
she has her mouth cut out.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
but she'll show herself on the in one of the towers, and she'll give you a thumbs down. And in doing so, she loses glory equal to your ranks in command plus bonus successes.
Let me look here. I think I have 1 rank in command. I'll double check for you.
Plus whatever bonus success.
Yeah, I have 1 rank in command, and did I have bonus success? I don't think
Yeah,
I did.
you had 1.
Oh, I did have 1. Well, then she loses 2.
She loses 2 glory. Her army receives 3 panic. And you, sir, gain a void point.
Yes, that's awesome. Because I didn't spend 1. That helps me a lot.
Challengers are great if you can bully somebody. That's what Kage used to do all the goddamn time. Literally, like all the time.
Am I somehow turning into your other character?
You are, yeah.
Kind
You
of.
just have
Yeah.
you have a lot of similar traits, I think. He was also a drunk.
I'll
and
be
a-
honest. I never saw your show.
Makes me sad.
I mean, his character might have an illegitimate child, there.
He probably has a lot of illegitimate children. Let's be honest.
If you left one of them with a monastery full of evil monks, you're a dick.
Oh, imagine Rikyu being the child of a Komokage. That'd be
Yeah, probably not in a monastery because Kage is very not into monasteries. But you know, maybe in like a geisha house somewhere, or
these
feel
fine
this is your
ladies
fault.
will raise.
or also another option is that you would probably have been a bastard child of Kage if you were like a courtesan in like a high-ranking court somewhere.
Well, not me, so much as mom.
That's basically that was his MO, really. Like,
So if that courtesan happened to be an evil monk in disguise, it's still your fault.
well, I mean, I'd be disturbed, but wouldn't be the first time.
You know, all the weird scars and evil tattoos during the, your coitus should have been a clue.
So
Probably.
here's an interesting thing I noticed. None of these actions give you momentum points.
Oh, no.
None of them. But it does say, to accrue momentum points towards this goal, see page 253. 253 just says accruing momentum points. Each time a character takes an action that contributes to completing this objective, if they succeed on associated check, they contribute 1 momentum point. At the DM's discretion, bonus successes might translate into additional momentum points. So, since you did your thing, I'm giving you a momentum point. Like in Intrigue, for every 2 bonus successes, you get an extra momentum point. You only got 1, so you do get a momentum.
1 momentum point.
You get a momentum point.
And I helped.
All right, it is.
It seemed like a good plan to me. And really, it's Bashar's plan, so it's Bashar's fault.
Fair.
Yes, everything's my fault. Thanks a lot, guys.
Whatever. I succeeded on my tiny thing that helped a very small amount.
All right, so do I go ahead and command Ayumi's cohort and Marl's cohort to, begin infiltration?
It's their turn.
I'm sorry. Corey, you said I got
Give me
honor out of that?
No, you got a void point.
Oh, I got a void point. Okay, I recorded. All right. No honor, no glory, just void.
Oh, your opponent lost glory.
Yeah, screw her.
And
I now know she's a her.
their army suffers
called
panic.
her pronoun.
Okay. I am going to assault the enemy leader. I will use Reiju Masaru to assault. That's fine. He can be on water. All right. He has done that. Okay. There is a fight happening within the walls of the city. It is now up to Bashar. One of your cohorts can now take an action.
Okay, so I will proceed to have Ayumi begin infiltration.
Okay, Ayumi, it is your action. What are you doing?
I have to infiltrate. So out of the actions, I'm assuming assault would necessarily kind of be the only thing that I could do. I mean, rallying isn't it? And I'm not necessarily, well, would you say reinforcing would work?
This would be assaulting, yes. But there is no, they came out with a new book called Fields of Victory that was supposed to, do more stuff for mass battle, but there's no extra actions in here, infiltration.
Yeah, like ninja actions. But
Yeah,
ninja
there are no
battle actions.
I'm like, what if I want to use my special invocation moves? Because, I have cool shit I can do, but Not in this particular instance.
You can use any ability, like Shugi specifically. There's a bunch of Shugi and some Kata that affect mass battles specifically, mass combat.
So
For any of those abilities that say they affect mass combat, you can actually use them in these little turns.
So I'm going to make this an
I
assault.
don't have anything that specifically says for mass battles, but it's like something that would be handy in this particular instance.
so
So let's make this an
Crystal-
assault. You, but instead of tactics, you can use skullduggery to get yourself in. How does that sound?
Excuse me.
I like what you're saying, but I also want to ask you something else. I have this Shuji, and it's called Flowering Deceptions. Once per scene, as a scheme support action, you may make a courtesy air or tactics air check, targeting 2 other characters who are not hostile. Oh wait, never mind.
Not
Hostile to each
hostile.
other.
Not hostile.
Well, I don't know if Nobu necessarily knows that we're here, but we're definitely hostile toward them. So, never mind. Okay. So, how do I?
Assault. The assault action using, instead of tactics, you'll use skullduggery.
Right. And I will do.
Sneaky
It's a con,
sneak.
so I'm gonna do air.
Sounds good.
With scan 2.
Tricky.
Okay. Okay. Well, I get a strife. I'm definitely keeping that explosive success.
Okay.
I'm going to keep the success without strife and one of the opportunity without strife. I will explode my big toe. I will not keep that and just go with my 2 successes and an opportunity.
Okay. So this is what happens. You deal attrition to them equal to your command skill.
Which is 1.
So that's so you do 1 attrition, and you get 1 momentum point. So you have 2 momentum points. You need 10.
Nice. So the invasion starts. That's
Yes.
infiltration.
Okay, it is their turn. We're gonna do Nobu. He's gonna do an assault. That's going to be a tactics. He's not very good at that. And he fails. He fails his assault. Alright. Back to yours guys' move.
Yours,
All
guys.
right, I will have Marl's cohort begin infiltration as well.
Marl, what is your action? What are you doing?
Well, I guess I can't just do an invocation to, like, go through the door, can I?
I don't see why not. I don't understand
Yeah,
why
you
you can't
can.
use an invocation.
Like I said, you can always take an action that is using one of your abilities.
Just to be sure, specifically, I am allowed to walk up stone as if it's normal ground, or given certain extra opportunities, I can go through it.
I don't know what
So
you're
I want to make sure that the area that I'm in is stone/earth.
I don't know what you're talking about. What skill? What are you using?
Embrace of Kenroji Jin. It
What-
says as a support action.
What page?
Race of Peter
198.
Embrace of Kenro Jijin. Yeah, if you succeed, you augment yourself with the ability to stick to earthen surfaces, allowing you to traverse even vertical surfaces made of earth or stone. If the effect persists for 1 round, plus 1 additional round, equal to your bonus successes. 1 minute narrative time. Yes, you can walk up the side of the building.
Yep, and given extra opportunities, I can do even cooler stuff.
Okay, well, hopefully you get some cool opportunities.
Shoot
Hopefully
webs.
so, because I would love to be able to walk through the wall and be immune to getting hit with metal weapons.
Oh, that would be nice.
I will be using a void point for this.
Cool.
Down.
And just to be sure, okay, Theology Earth.
Yes.
I feel like you and I are big theologists.
Theology Earth plus a ring die.
It's a lot of
That is
successes.
a lot of success.
Oh, well, I've got the successes for sure.
Oh, you want
but
opportunity.
will I get
Damn
any
it.
opportunities, which
We'll
will
blow it
give
up
me
to
extra
heavens.
cool stuff?
Mhm.
So I will take 3 successes without strife and an explosive success with strife.
No. Come on, opportunity.
Right? Okay, that is. It's
But you
a
are
ring die,
guaranteed
so it's
walk up
less
that wall.
likely to give me extra good stuff.
Mm.
No opportunities. Boo. I can
can blow it
still
up.
walk over the wall, though.
You gotta blow it up and still try? Oh, no, that's not a blow up. That's a regular.
I mean, not ideal.
Okay, you are going to take some arrows trying to scale this wall.
I kind of figured.
So I'm just going to do some damage to you.
You just roll the catch. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Let's see here.
But yeah, the general idea here is I want to open up the doors.
Yeah, I know, and that is a very unorthodox technique that will get you to open the doors, but you'll take damage.
But you will find that they don't appreciate that at all.
Mm-hmm. I figured.
And they're
Which
gonna-
is why I was hoping I could just walk through when they wouldn't notice, because, like,
Yeah.
who's looking there?
You'll take 6 points of damage, minus whatever resistance you have.
Is any of it supernatural?
No, this is physical arrows.
The problem is there's a space. It's super space natural damage. So natural that it really hurts.
Okay.
Okay, you begin to open the doors from the inside. I'm going to give you 3 momentum points as the doors crack open, but they're going to try and reinforce and close the doors before you open it next round unless something happens. It's their turn.
I am at my fatigue.
You have, however, done a
Fatigue
lot.
is at my endurance.
I got to go back to mass battle. Here we go.
I will heal you if I can. Or you can heal yourself probably better than I can heal you. But
I can heal myself too, yeah.
The Shugenja needs to come. He doesn't want to come. He doesn't want to
way
come.
too much information.
The Shugenja doesn't want to come. Well, can you blame him?
He is.
With all these people around, it must be.
He
tough
wants to kill the daimyo. I don't think he's going to follow orders to go reinforce the door because he's the only guy left. If it was the Gunzo who was, or the Taisa that was left, he would have gone, but no. So he's going to, oh my god, yeah. Okay. So you're fine, Crystal, for now, because Toshio doesn't care about you.
He just wants to save his own ass?
He wants to, yeah, that's what he wants to do.
He wants to accomplish his own task, which will save his ass.
He does successfully do his tactics roll and does deal attrition to Jikai's army. Okay. Bashar.
All right, I'm trying to put into consideration what should be done next. Should we continue? Should we continue pressing forward into the gate, or continue with the infiltration on Ayumi's end?
What are you talking about? It's your action. You're the only one left. You're the only leader left to command a cohort.
Okay.
Yeah, do you, like, have a tree or something?
All right, we will press forward with the distraction then, and let's see. Darn it, why do I keep on forgetting the term? Not seize victory. It is capture the position. So essentially, capture the gate.
No, stop. We're in the same round that you're doing capture the position. You need to do an action.
An action.
And Crystal's character, Marl, is all by herself and is vulnerable.
I can't go heal her. She can't heal herself. But you can go protect her till a healer gets there. Either her or me.
Yes, we we will go and protect Marl.
Okay.
Will that be fitness defense or melee?
No.
Moving your army.
Yes.
So you're going to reinforce her position to make sure she's protected with the reinforce action.
Yes.
Press. Excellent.
TN2 tactics check to have your cohort dig in at a chosen position.
Okay, and I will use Earth to withstand.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, I will take both successes, and I will take an opportunity to negate the strife on that, and I will re-roll that explosive. Of course, it's blank.
You got the 2.
Yep. If you succeed, you increase the TN of attack actions targeting your cohort, Crystal, by 1 plus an additional 1 for 2 bonus successes. This effect persists for 1 round. If you choose an... okay. So, there you go. You have successfully protected Crystal's character, Marl. Congratulations.
Sweet.
It'll be a little bit more difficult to hit me.
Also, by doing that, you gain 1 momentum point. Boop. So you're at 6 momentum points right now out of 12.
And how many do we need?
12.
12. Okay, good. We're making progress.
Okay. A new round starts. Do you want to continue to capture this position?
Let's see. Yes.
Good on ya. That's the best. That's exactly what you need to do. Because you can't move forward none without capturing this position.
Yes.
All right. I am going to continue to seize victory. I go first. Shoot. Rin is there. She's not getting help. So she needs to do something about this. She is going to assault the position. She is going to assault you with much salt.
Assault.
She's on fire
Which of our groups is you? Is it Bashar at this point, or?
It's your army. She's going to assault the position that you're taking within the castle, opening the doors.
Okay.
So, yeah, she needs a TN 3 because the TN is increased by 1, so she fails.
Got a chance.
Wait, I got a exploder. Let's see if I succeed. I failed.
Yay! The gods smiled upon us this day.
Okay, It is your army's turn. Who's going first?
Let's see.
Well, if Rin is right there, I have an idea of what to do with her.
Okay, I'm willing to listen.
The doors are not all the way open. They're just cracked right now, enough to get a
Okay.
few through.
Okay,
Then
we'll
I'll hold off because that was my general goal.
Okay, we will continue pressing the doors open then with my cohort.
So you're going to go first, and you're going to continue to open the doors instead of reinforcing. You're going to stop the reinforcement
no.
right
Oh.
now.
No. Scratch that then. Let's just go ahead and continue reinforcing the position then.
Okay, so Marl is going first, and she's going to open the door.
Yes.
Right. That's the best answer. All right. Marl, you can just do it. There's no roll involved, and now you get 3 momentum points because the door is open.
Woo! Everyone
Marl
come
for the
in!
Basically, opening the door cuts the fortification in half. It goes from 6 to 12. So the first one was 3, the second one was 3. So now you have
9.
You have 9 momentum points. So you need 3 more to take the position. Next is going to be the Taisa, Masaru. And he's like, oh my god, Rin is losing.
Oh no.
So he has to come in and assault the position to stop you guys.
Makes sense to me.
Eek.
There he goes.
Don't like all those successes you rolled. Could you do again? A little less good?
Yeah, we're calling a mulligan.
Oof.
Gonna be a do-over.
Okay. What we
The
got
first
here?
time Mulligan was called to make you do worse.
Ranks in command is 1.
I don't like that both of his exploders were more successes either.
And he's on. So I don't know what stance he's on. I thought it was fire.
It says water.
Does
So
it?
you guys will take.
It's a water approach.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah. You'll take 3 attrition, which will go against your army total. That's the entire army, as your army is being assaulted. 3 attrition.
So what is our strength at now?
Okay, our strength currently is at 45. So or like the maximum first. So now it's 42.
We've taken more than that, haven't we?
Nope.
This is the first time we're taking.
Yeah, this is the first
They-
time we're getting hit.
They're kind of ignoring you because they want to consolidate the castle.
Their mistake.
We're just a bunch of rabble.
But
Yeah.
they've realized their mistake just now.
Yeah, 'cause
Seems like
Bryn,
it.
She couldn't say that she was failing because I cut her fucking voice out. So she couldn't warn that they were her flank was falling.
She couldn't call for help because, she couldn't call.
Yeah.
Since he can't use his momentum points to seize victory, because he's not going towards what his commander wants him to do, which is seize victory. He has to stop the attack on the flank. He is going to remove one of your momentum points
Okay.
Oh no.
as he collides with your forces at the door.
I want to go next.
It is your turn. It's commander's choice who gets to go next.
All right. So what will you do, Ayumi?
You
if
don't know. She gets to act all on her own.
Yeah, I make
You
my
just get
decision.
to tell
be
people.
like, Ayumi, go.
You get to tell people this is our objective. Do the thing that to and then you just have to trust them that they're going to do what they're going to do.
All right, Ayumi, go for it.
All right. So I'm definitely going to assault. However, I'm going to assault Yeah, actually, I could challenge.
Could you?
Didn't make a lot of difference when I did it.
So here's the thing. I want to basically. I think what I'm doing is reinforcing because somebody's already attacking Rin's army. But what I actually want to do is kill Rin. That's my focus. So I think it's an assault, not a reinforce.
Do you want
right?
to? Well, actually, that's a challenge. If you
Challenge,
want
yeah.
challenge. Rin.
Okay, then I'll challenge her. I'll call her out.
All right.
Come fight me again, you mute
She's gonna ignore
bitch!
you.
Yeah.
She's gonna ignore you, or people panic more.
Good. Then she's getting herself dead even faster. We'll encircle her. We'll get her in an enfilade.
Give you the thumbs down.
Yeah, I'll get her into the enfilade.
We'll see. I'm for it.
So command 1 check.
Yep.
Okay, I'd take a strife, but I have a success and an opportunity. I will explode my success.
Yeah.
Another success.
So 2 successes and an opportunity.
Okay. She'll accept your
She wants
challenge.
to fight.
She will accept this challenge. She's going to stake 10 honor and 5 glory.
We both have to, yeah.
Yeah, you both have to.
And at the end of the round, we will enter a clash.
All right.
See clashes, page 263. It happens at the end of the round?
Yeah, because we have to. Basically, everybody else goes, and then we have a whole like fight that we have to do.
Yep, sounds good. If you win the clash, the enemy suffers 5 panic. If you lose the clash, your army suffers 5 panic.
Yep.
Sounds right.
High risk, high reward.
Hey,
Okay.
Tarek, I have a tip. Don't
Yeah?
lose.
Don't lose.
It's a
Good
good
tip.
tip.
Well, here's the big part. I at least have a sword now, so that'll help.
10
Yay.
tips. 10 fingertips.
It's more Bashar has.
Otomo
By
Nobu.
2!
I'll forge a new set of fingers.
Otomo Nobu continues his assault. Okay, your turn.
All right. So we will continue with capturing the position, and I will use Riku's cohort.
Okay. I'm gonna move my people forward into the gate. And is it fortify or what would it be for me to heal Marl?
It would just be your casting of your spell.
Well, I know that. I didn't know if that what the tactic term was for it. But I will certainly cast a spell and heal Marl.
Yeah.
That's what I do on my.
You're
on my
not-
turn.
Your army is just doing whatever while you can't command them at the moment as you are casting your spell to heal her.
Okay, I can't yell like "Follow me, move forward, and heal her."
Like yes, but it doesn't matter because they can't actually like reinforce, they can't assault, they can't do any of those things because you're healing her.
Okay, I'm still gonna heal Marl because she's pretty effed up.
Yeah.
I'm super tired, man.
You are so tired of being kicked around.
I'm not to the point that I can't do stuff, but like if I do any stuff, I can't do more stuff.
You look tired. I walk up and I give you a little like Red Bull and an inspiring speech.
And then it gives you wings
What?
That's
Did you
what I-
say you give me a bread bowl? Awesome.
Yes, a bread bowl, a bowl of bread.
with pasta in it.
And Riku takes a swig
Pasta.
of moonshine, and he gets all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive.
All right. And I think the Path of Inner Peace thing is water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'll spin a void. I want to give you the best I can here. Oh, no, because I only need like a TNT, so I don't think I need to waste the void on that. I'm going to be wrong in a moment, but nope, I got 2. I'm good. I'll take the success and success with opportunity, and I'll spin that opportunity for the water thing of what can I do with 1? I didn't fail. I removed 2 stripe from myself.
Woo!
And boom. So there you go. Feel better.
Okay, I remove fatigue equal to your water ring, which
is 2.
2?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not more wet.
By the way, there is a third general, Jakai, who has a third front, and his cohorts, his leaders for his cohorts are Yume and his wife, and
It would have been Shinako too, but
yeah,
he's
and
gone.
Daihachi.
Except she died.
Daihachi is one of the generals, and they are doing roles and things like that and fighting, but it's like it's
NPC on NPC.
It doesn't
battle.
matter.
We're not up there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the front.
So
We're
we
in the
don't
back.
know.
You know, it's poker in the front.
Poker
Or
in the front. Yep.
Liquor in the
liquor in-
And
Liquor in the front.
to that end, the Shugenja and his cohorts get to go and they do an action that doesn't have anything to do with you guys up front. So, or in the back.
Poker in the front, liquor in the back.
Well, it used to be poker. It used to be liquor in the front, poker in the back. But then
But now it's 2020, so you got to you flip it.
it's 2021.
And it's poker in the front, and then there's liquor in the back.
Not 2020 anymore.
I remember
So-
in the 90s it was bop it, spin it,
Twist it.
Flip it. Flip it good.
All right. If you keep that up, I'm just going to recite the ball sack commercial.
What?
Y'all remember ball sack? That was a great thing. You have to Google it. Moving forward.
Oh, good gosh.
All right, we're going to pogo ball our way up through this combat.
Skip it.
So just to recall, so Ayumi and Rikyu's cohorts went,
You're
and
the
then
last?
next will be Marl and then myself.
Marl went.
Oh,
She
Marl
was
went
first.
already.
You're last. It's up to
Okay,
you.
okay. All right. But right now it's the
I
general's
think I've
turn.
only had one move
or
so
the
far.
You've had two.
opposition's turn. Huh? Oh, you already went?
Marl, you've had 2 actions. One to get over the wall, and one to finish opening the door.
Yeah,
That
you
was
finished opening the
all
door
at
this
once.
round.
I didn't realize that was 2 separate things.
That's 2 separate things.
Okay, whatever.
Like I said, you got the door halfway open, and now this turn you got the door all the way open.
And then the strength of the building that we're trying to take down went from 12 to 6. So you helped a lot this round.
So it's Bashar. You get an action. You are currently reinforcing Marl's position, but she has completed her objective.
Yes, and now we are gonna go ahead and continue capturing the position.
Okay. You assaulting it then?
Yes, assaulting it.
Okay, tactics 2 check.
Tactics 2. All right. And still debating whether or not I'm gonna do fire or earth. Let's go with fire this time. I would like to get
Could
some
be
extra
good.
successes.
Since strife will give you extra successes.
I will keep that success, that opportunity with strife, and the opportunity without strife. I don't know if that success, meets the TN.
No.
you need 2. You need 2 successes.
Yeah.
Why would you look at me and say that? to my face when I said 2. Are you trying to bamboozle me?
No, no. My brain,
think you are.
my brain is very
Using
selective.
mind powers upon the
He was just trying to Jedi mind trick you.
I don't remember you saying
think-
TN, but then
I
again,
think
it wasn't
I think you're
me,
misremembering
so
that TN, and it actually
that
was
wasn't
only
a
one.
thing I was
You
trying
don't
to
need to see
remember.
my rolls.
Oh well. Okay, so I'll just keep both opportunities without strife and just save myself the hassle of getting more strife. And let's see. What else can I do with that opportunity, though? Marshall, choose one other character in the scene. Increase the TN of the next check they make before the end of their turn. Okay, so I will increase the TN towards the Taisa.
Okay. The
Mhm.
Taisa has an increased TN. It is time for a clash. As the round ends. All right. At the end of the round, participants fight 1 round of a duel using these steps. 1. Stare down. 2. Take turns. 3. Determine winner. So,
4. Patty cake, deathmatch style. Stage 5. Coming together and healing as a unit. Stage 6. Profit.
okay. If the character inflicts the incapacitated, unconscious, or dying conditions on their enemy, without suffering any of these, they win. Otherwise, the clash is inconclusive. Like duels, clashes use the rules for finishing blows. And other characters can interrupt a clash, but they have to forfeit 10 honor to do so. After characters clash inconclusively, they may extend the clash by 1 round. If both characters choose to continue, they skip their turn in initiative order and do not take actions until the clash resumes at the end of the next round. Okay, so stare down. Each of us takes a strife. But we can now bid extra strife to increase our initiative.
Our initiative is a
10,
meditation
is
roll?
10 and 8. So we're just using the initiative that's already there for the war, because it's 10 and 8. You go on 8, she goes on 10. So she's going first
Okay.
right now because of her commander. So we can bid. I'm going to write a number in my chat box. You can write a number in your
Up to
chat
my
box.
focus, right?
Were you listening to whatever I just said? So, let me repeat myself. We are using the initiative that your commanders put down. So, you right now have a initiative of 10.
Yeah, I know. I'm
And-
saying I can bid up to my focus, right?
I think you can bid as much as you want. Maybe it's up to your focus.
I think you're limited up to your focus. Not positive, but I think that's how it works in a challenge
Yeah,
or in a
between
duel.
0 and their focus attribute. Yep. You're right.
And then that's added to your commander.
Yeah, that's going to be modifying our base initiatives that we're using up here. Okay.
Yep. Okay. In 3, 2, 1, show it. You take 5 strife. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. You have now have 5 extra strife. So if your strife
You get to go
exceeds
first.
if your strife exceeds your composure, I instantly get a finishing blow.
It does not.
Okay.
It's not.
You go first.
Okay.
You may, under like duel, you can predict, prepare item, strike, center, calming breath. You can change your stance. You go first.
Well, I'm on air stance.
You are
That's-
definitely the most experienced of us players as far as duels go.
What's going on?
Mm.
All right, I'm gonna strike.
Right.
TN2 martial arts check. Inappropriate skill.
She's on fire stance, so you can go ahead and do that.
TN2. Yeah.
Go, Ayumi! Throw ice water on her!
That'll turn her off.
I'm gonna spend a void.
Okay.
Well, that's
Yeah.
kitties. Let's go.
I don't think I have any techniques that need to be activated here.
All right. Make your strike roll. Okay, that's a pretty good roll. I'm sure you're going to take the 2 explosive and the 2 opportunity. That's what I would do.
I'm gonna take the 2 successes
Right.
and then the 2 opportunity.
Okay, you'll take a strife. You took.
Exactly.
You're right. As long as you don't go over your composure.
Exactly. That puts me exactly at 8. And that's why I chose that.
Okay.
So I hit, and I'm going to use 2 opportunity to deliver a critical strike.
Right.
So I deal 4 damage, like 4 fatigue. My deadliness is a 7 base because actually no, it would be a 5 base because I'm holding it one-handed.
So how much fatigue do I take? What's the damage? 4.
4 fatigue for a katana.
Okay.
Because I didn't have any bonus successes. My deadliness is a 5 because I'm only wielding it one-handed because I just drew and attacked. But I will use my technique to increase the severity by 3.
Right.
So it's severity 8.
Severity 8. Let me make a resisting roll. Okay. I have 3. So it brings it back down to a 5, right?
Yes. 8 to 5.
And that is debilitating gash. She is severely wounded in her fire right now.
And bleeding because it's razor edged.
And she's bleeding. Right. Okay. Let me make these notes. Rin is severe wound, fire, and bleeding. And that is the end of that round. The clash... Wait, no. She gets to counterattack. She is going to go to water stance. She's moving to water stance. She's going to take a calming breath. And she's going to attack you with her katana. She's... Hello? I can't hear you. And my audio is working this time. Can I hear anybody? Hello? Uh-oh, what happened? I can't hear anybody. I hope my computer's not messing up again. Weird. What is going on? Why can't I hear anybody? Yeah, I can't hear you at all. Somehow your audio cut out again. And my audio's coming through. I don't know what you're saying, man. Type it in the text box over in the chat. I lost audio again with them.
Well, boo.
Yeah, everyone can hear me. I just can't hear them for some reason. What happened that I can't hear them? Hold on. Select a speaker. Okay, talk.
Crystal should also have different audio than him, right?
There we go. I can hear you now.
I just listened through Corey's speakers. Otherwise, we have the audio is off time from each other and it'll kind of echo. So we just have Corey's speakers turned on.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. Oh, hold on.
But at the moment, we can't hear anyone. It's probably something Corey's doing.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Heard Howard laugh.
Okay. Alright, that's progress.
Yep. Oh my God, they're all so loud.
I said something, and then you immediately said something in response.
Yeah,
that
Crystal,
sounded
you
like it
were
was
responding
legitimately a
like
response.
you heard us. It was great.
Yeah, I heard Tarek said something about like they should have different speakers.
So I've done something. I don't know what's going on with my computer. I gotta figure all this out because this is a new computer. It's messing up.
Yeah, weird shit's happening. Deal with it.
Like she said, it's super loud now because this is the only fix I can do currently to get this going. I'm just gonna finish up this roll and we're gonna stop the game because we're past time anyways.
Okay.
I hit you and I'm doing a critical strike. So
I didn't see your roll.
Oh
but,
no, Ayumi, don't
it's-
die.
it's right there. Reiju Rin rolls martial arts using the... No, that's fire approach. It was supposed to be water approach.
Reiju
Yeah, you
Rin
didn't
rolls
roll that
martial
yet.
arts using
Yeah.
fire
Oh,
approach.
okay. There it is. Well, it's the same.
Using
But you can only keep 2 dice.
water approach.
I can
keep
only
two.
keep 2 dice. You're right.
It was the same with fire. Keep up to 2.
So, yeah, I'm going to keep the 2 successes.
The successful ones.
Okay,
That's
3
3
successes.
successes. 3 strife.
She is.
So I will do 5 points of damage. And that's the end of the
Minus,
round.
of course, any
Oh, but she
armor
kept-
and
she's
such.
And she's bleeding.
Oh yeah, she did.
Oh, she's bleeding. Ooh.
Oh,
That's what happens
forgot.
when you're gone for a couple minutes.
I made a gamble at the beginning of this fight, just in case, so I could get the first drop. But she could potentially put me up.
well,
She
that
could
was stupid of me
potentially.
for keeping strife. Because right. She's now dying 3 rounds from the bleeding.
Great. Nobody liked it.
Great. So I won.
Nobody's
the clash.
gonna miss her.
Yes, you won the clash. Which means
Good news. The bad news is she's going to be really pissed.
As she dies.
How dare you! Ah!
You
Fix me, you bastard!
I was just trying to get by.
she loses.
Have you ever seen Ricky O? One of my favorite bad translation dying lines was, "I'm damned unsatisfied to die this minute."
Okay.
That's a line that you should only have if you are a completely logical, unemotional character.
Well, he was a character in that particular movie that was had done a ritual to become something called a green vampire, and all he had to do was be killed in a certain way so he could do it, and people kept ignoring him, and then he got killed, and he was like, "I'm dead unsatisfied, I'm going to die this minute." He did still become the Green Vampire. Spoiler alert.
Right. So she's dying 3 rounds. She loses 10 honor and 5 glory from losing the clash, and her army suffers 5 panic.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yeah, their commander just.
Oh my god, our leader is coughing up blood.
That
This
is
seems not good.
that is where we'll end today. We'll probably have. I think it's gonna be one more game, guys. It's one more game.
Probably.
We'll see you next week, next Saturday for Cyber Samurai Saturday. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties today. Well, I'll try and piece this video together to make one long good video. We'll see you later. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.